Hello, how y'all doing? I am doing great. It is your Oracle, Jewel of the Dawn, welcoming you back to A New Image. As you can see, I am being a little dramatic today. This is actually my tablecloth for this table that I sit at. It just got out of the wash, and I'm feeling some type of way, so I just threw it on. As y'all can see, I'm fresh faced. It's like 2:30 in the morning. I cannot sleep, so I said, let's get active. Um, I have already um, shuffled. Well, start right. Prayed over the cards. I've already shuffled the cards. I've already laid all of the cards out except for the clarifiers for the sake of shortening up the videos. The last two videos that I did, which were for Gemini and Taurus, they were both about 40 minutes long. I don't necessarily know why. And then for whatever reason, after like 33 minutes, my phone like didn't let me know, but it stopped the video and started another video and continued recording. It was weird. So those are like part one and part two videos, and it really took a long time to download. We'll upload them to YouTube, yada yada yada, and I don't feel like going through that. So I've already laid out the cards. So we could say a little prayer right quick, and then we could get into it. Father, Mother God, I humbly beseech thee on behalf of the Cancers for the month of April 2019. Father, Mother God, I pray that the messages that you would have for them come through clear, Father, Mother God. Please allow me to be the vessel to communicate those messages, Father, Mother God. Please help me to not lean to my own understanding, but that thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. I pray these blessings in your mighty name. Amen and amen. All right. Oh, and one more thing, Father, Mother God, please let these messages be beneficial to them. Let them be received on open heart and open ears, and hopefully received. I pray these blessings in your mighty name. Amen, amen. All right. So, I don't know. I'm feeling very Joan of Arc-ish right now. Okay. That might be better. I'm very Mary Magdalene today. I'm messing with you. It's 2:30 in the morning, y'all. I'm sleepy, and when I get sleepy, I get goofy. All right, but let's get into it. All right, so I just want to address something. The energies around the situation are at the head of the read. We have the deceit card in reverse. We have the action card. We have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel card, and we have Blossom in Abundance. Okay, so let's get into this deceit card. When I was pre-shuffling this card and the third eye chakra card, I believe it was. I'm not sure. I just remember this one because this card I just don't like. Because I don't like liars, I don't like deceit, I don't like the deceit card. But this card jumped out the deck and I was like, well, I felt a strong vibe from it, but I said to myself, because this is just a pre-shuffle, I'm going to put it back in the deck. If it's supposed to come out, it's going to come out. And I don't know if it was intentionally or not, but I flipped the card over in the reverse position. Like I put it back into the deck, but I put it back in reverse. And then it came out. So I was just like, okay, well, this is something that needs to be addressed. And the message that I got intuitively was it's in reverse because somebody's thinking that they're not being deceived when they most likely are, or are lying to themselves. Now, once we get into the clarifying, I'll be able to break it down because we may be different groups of cancers. But that, I feel like that message was for somebody. Like you think you're not being lied to, but you are. Or you're lying to yourself about something. Okay? So that's just a message for specific group or a specific set of individual, a small group of cancers, however it resonates. But I just wanted to address that little tidbit first. Okay. And I'm gonna follow suit with the think you're not being lied to, but you are, because next to and I'm not gonna go in the normal order that I usually go in, because I'm looking at this from the cards already being laid out and having had time to like look at them and dig energies out or whatever. I feel like there is some deceit here. Someone thinks they're not being lied to when they are, because the heart-to-heart conversations and the free yourself card are right next to the deceit card. So for me, that's telling me like, if you will get to the bottom of this deceit, you will find out if you are being deceived or not by having honest communication. And the card reads, honestly discuss your feelings with each other and free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, so it's like, if you want to find out if you're being deceived, maybe about some, and I'm not saying like deceived in like a horrible way, but you know, like maybe somebody's having some type of feelings of resentment or any type of feelings that they're actually not discussing, but they're making it seem like, you know, it's all good, but it's really not. And they can free themselves from deceit, whether it's someone deceiving themselves and telling themselves that it's okay, I'm all good, whatever, or if it's someone else that's deceiving you. It's like, you know, having heart-to-heart conversations and, you know, honestly discussing your feelings with each other can free yourself from the trap or entrapment, which is deceit. And especially if you don't know you're being deceived, or you think you're not being deceived, or if you're deceiving yourself. So, you know, that's always, it's you need to have heart-to-heart conversations, period. Okay, y'all, I haven't oiled my seat yet, so it's just doing the most. Okay, so then we have the action card and the blossom in abundance. And the action card is here because there needs to be action taken as far as those heart-to-heart conversations and freeing yourself from deceit, whether it be from someone else deceiving you or whether it be from you deceiving yourself, so that you can have this blossom in abundance. And then the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel card, it's just telling me that someone may be thinking that they're not being deceived, and they are, or either someone's deceiving themselves, but somebody here has a gut feeling about something, about this deceit. And like I said, when we get to the clarifier cards, we'll look into it a little bit deeper as to what level of deceit this is. But it's like somebody here has a gut feeling. And I'm also getting a message, someone here has ideas, because like I just looked at the Blossom in Abundance card, and it's like gut feeling, idea, however that resonates. We'll look, you know, clarifying cards, we'll look into it or whatever. But it's like, when it comes to this deceit, somebody has a gut feeling about it. But in order to free yourself from this deceit, you need to be speaking honestly with your counterpart about your honest and real feelings. If you're having a grievance about something, you need to speak to that person. I don't like this. This gets on my nerves. Like that, it aggravates me so much to where I'm kind of closed off and I'm boxed off to you. And I be wanting to free myself and liberate myself from that energy, from you, from this situation, because that's a pet peeve of mine. Whatever the issue is, you know, but somebody has a gut feeling about it. And just looking at the cards and the imagery on the cards, I'm feeling like somebody may, it's an issue. There's an issue. There's an issue that somebody's not being completely honest about. I don't think the relationship is that much of a problem, because The rest of the cards here are not denoting like, somebody's cheating, somebody wants to leave. I mean, not necessarily that somebody doesn't want to leave, but the cards aren't denoting that there's like a major issue to where like it's gonna be like the end of the relationship or whatever. But I'm feeling like there's an issue here with one of the people, whether it's the Cancer or whether it's the Cancer's counterpart. It's an issue. It's like a pet peeve issue that makes the other person feel just perturbed, and it's like it kind of makes them want to free themselves. It makes them want to take action, because this action card here, like, it's like somebody's wanting to get away, like run away, and then the other one is chasing after them. But I'm not seeing it as necessarily like they want to run away, they want to leave the situation. I'm not getting that energy. It's just like, I hate to say midlife crisis, but like that type of energy. Like, whereas one of the people may be more so of a homebody, or, like more settled in their life, the other person is really ready to just go like travel the world, or, get into a new exciting, like thrill seeking type of energy, like hobby like that. Like they're on it like that. So, okay, moving right along. From the abundance deck, we have quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you have more clarity about what to do next. Okay, exactly. Because it's like somebody isn't opening up this new thoughts, these new thoughts, these new feelings about freeing themselves, or about this new energy or this new idea. They're not really opened up about it. Like, and I don't know if they've actually went into this quiet retreat yet. And maybe that's what, maybe they are in a quiet retreat, because it's next to the third chakra Archangel Chamuel card. So maybe, one of the person has like quietly retreated, to process their thoughts. They don't know exactly what they want to do. And the other person has a gut feeling about it. Okay. And then on the other hand, we have ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true for clearly asking other people to assist you. I think somebody here is wanting something. Somebody here is needing something just for themselves, just for themselves to be happy. And it's like they're kind of, like I said, one person is more outgoing than the other. One person is more settled, and I don't want to say a homebody, but one person is more like settled down in life, and then the other person may be having like a midlife crisis, or just an energy where they love to be active. They love to, and I hate to use these words because they may not be doing it like this, but like run the streets, or always they love to be on the go. They're very free spirited. Good word. Free spirited. Somebody's more free spirited than the other person. And I feel like because they've been, I guess catering to the needs and the desires of the counterpart, they kind of feel boxed in. And it's amazing that we have two cards here with horses here. Like they feel like this in the relationship because it's like they're trying to cater to the other person, but they're really this type of person. They want to run free, like, but it's not that they don't want to be with their counterpart. It's just that they're not as settled. They're not as settled as the other person. And that's what I think the deceit is. It's not necessarily deceit as in like straight up lying, but it's like deceit because I'm in retreat and I'm not really expressing to you what it is that I want to do. What, what type of time I'm on, what type of energy I'm on. Okay, so let's clarify. It's on the TV. I left the TV on, y'all. They screaming or whatever. Fathom the God, would you please clarify the deceit card in the reverse for Cancer for April 2019, please and thank you. Yeah, and that's the only card I need. Juggling. Two of Pentacles. Fathom the God, please clarify the action card for the Cancer. April 2019, please and thank you. That was amazing how that just happened. Father, the God, would you please clarify the third chakra archangel channel love card for Cancer, April 2019, please and thank you. Father, the God, please clarify the blossom of abundance card for Cancer, April 2019, please and thank you. Father, the God, would you please clarify blossom of abundance card for Cancer, April 2019, please and thank you. One of my sides not as long as the other one. All right, Cancer. So at the head of the read, the deceit card was being clarified with the Two of Pentacles. And like I was saying, it's like, I'm feeling like that's the imbalance as of the couple as a whole and of this one person. Because it's like, like they say, opposites attract. Attract. It's a T at the end of that. Opposites attract. So it's like, y'all kind of balance each other out to a degree, but it's still an imbalance because it's like one person is more introvert, one person is more extrovert, one person is more homebody, one person is more busybody. So it's like y'all both help each other, taking each other out of each other's element. Like, when the extrovert or no, when the busybody needs to settle down or gets tired a little bit, then the homebody is there at home, waiting for them. But then it's like it's an imbalance because the homebody is sometimes at home alone and the busybody is doing their thing. Or, when the homebody actually needs to get out and have some fun and let loose or whatever, the busybody can take them and show them where to go to do that. But it's like they don't want to do that all the time. So it's like it creates an imbalance where it's like y'all balance each other, but then there's an imbalance. And I think it's not one person who's deceiving the other. It's just that, the nature of the two people itself actually creates the imbalance, excuse me. But, I don't feel like I'm just getting the energy of like, this is not something that can't be fixed. Like, you just have to be able to openly and honestly communicate with that heart communications card being here. Whoever is more of the busybody and is feeling caged in, you have to communicate that to your love interest in a way that they can receive it and that they can understand it and that they can accept it. That, look, I want to run the streets a little bit. Like, it doesn't mean that I don't love you. It doesn't mean that I don't want to spend time with you, but I don't want to be in the house all the time. And I need you to trust me. Trust is a big factor. Okay, so the action card is being clarified with the Hanged Man and the Fool card in reverse. So these cards are just telling me, like I said, somebody feels like caged in. Somebody feels stuck with this Hanged Man, But it's like they don't want to leave. They don't want to go on a new journey by themselves without their counterpart. They just want to be able to kind of come and go as they please, like without somebody like, well, where were you at all day? Like, I was out enjoying my life. Like, I don't want to leave you. I just don't want to be around you all the time. I don't want to be around you all the time. I don't want to be in the house all the time. I don't want to be like, I feel like somebody's just ready, like, to travel the world, but it's like because of like life obligations and things of that nature, it's like they feel stuck and it's kind of getting mundane. And it's just like, I'm feeling the energy like a soul energy that's kind of like a horse or like an eagle or something like that. Like horses that like just run across the plains without anyone on their back, just run until they get tired. Or eagles just flying across the sky with you don't know where they're going. They're just flying. And it's kind of like that. Like, I love you. You are the person that I want to be with, but I don't want to feel boxed in by this love or by this relationship. The third chakra Archangel Chamuel card, when I was clarifying it, I was told to take 3 cards. Okay, and I'm feeling like these are the 2 people. These are the 2 people. You got the homebody here. You got the busybody here. And it's like, I hate to say it like this because I don't really think like it's about that. It may be. I feel like it's like there's a homebody here. I'm feeling a feminine energy, but it's not it doesn't necessarily have to be, a woman. Men can have feminine energies. But it's like whoever the homebody is, like they're at home playing their role, taking care of the home, homemaker and everything like that. And then the masculine energy is like a player, but they've retired their player card. They know where they want to be. But it's like this Ace of Wands here, like if it is somebody who is promiscuous and was a player, it's like they're fighting the urge to be a player again, and then the other person has that gut instinct and knows, like, they might be getting kind of frisky, in their pants or in their spirit, in their being. They might be getting kind of frisky, but this card was in reverse. So it's like they're taming themselves. If they were a player, they're taming themselves on that player level. But either that's the issue where they're kind of like maybe they want to have their cake and eat it too. So they're kind of like, and I was getting kind of like open relationship tease, like you're my main, but I got somebody, or I occasionally step out or whatever, that type of energy. But then I'm just getting also like they put down their player's card, but they need something else to fill that void. Like I'm kind of getting the essence of like, somebody who like stopped let's say they stopped going to the club, but because they like that energy in the club and that adrenaline in the club, they want to still, it's not even the club that they were addicted to or that they even like that much. It was the energy. So it's like if I put down my player's card, but I didn't put down my player's card to sit up in the house with you. Like I go handle my business, I go to work and everything, and I come home. I don't want to just sit up in the house with you and just do family things. Like somebody, and that's why I was getting the midlife crisis energy. Like somebody needs to find something that's going to give them that same energy, that same adrenaline, so that they can be in this relationship and it be successful. Because I'm not getting the energy that they want to leave. I don't think that they want to leave, but it's just like things have become mundane and things have become boring to them. So before they actually go pull that magic wand out just to get a thrill, y'all need to have a conversation, and they need to be able to express to you what it is that they're feeling. They need to find something that's going to allow them to feel free, because going to work and coming home being mommy or daddy and handling all the obligations is not gonna do it for them in life. Like it's just not. Okay, and blossom in abundance. This card is being clarified with the Five of Cups in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. For the players out there, when they put down their player's card for this relationship, although that's what they wanted to do, this wasn't necessarily the easiest thing for them to do, okay? And it's like they kind of miss that energy. But they know that in order to have blossom in abundance in their life, it was a choice that they had to make. Okay, moving along. For the people who just like that adrenaline and thrill seeking type of energy, like they feel bored and mundane and kind of sad and like, damn, like they're bored as hell. That's what I'm hearing. The bored as hell. But they don't want to cause conflict because they're good where they're at. Like I said, I don't get the energy like they want to leave. I'm not getting that. They're just bored as fuck. They're fucking bored. They're bored as fuck. And they don't want to cause conflict. They don't want drama. They don't want drama with other women. They don't want any of that. But they need to get out and they need to get out and do something exciting. They need to get a new hobby, something that's, gonna make their heart race, because they're missing that energy. I'm getting here like if it was a person who like I said, clubbing or fighting or anything with just high adrenaline levels, they're missing that, like midlife crisis type of tease, like the spark. And I just got this message from looking at the answer angels deck cards. Two cards came out when I was asking to answer the questions on the heart and the mind of the Cancer for 2019, and romance was one card. And I'm feeling like for those who it's not, maybe it's an issue of being a player. If you've dealt with a player, or if you've been a player, that they've had their various encounters sexually or whatever. So they're looking for some spice. They're looking for some spice. And I know romance is a different thing than spice in a relationship. That would be more like passion. But I'm feeling that that's the way it's coming through in the cards. Like they're looking for that romantic spice, you know, spice in the love life up. And I think that's the communication that needs to be had, because it's like for those players out there, like they may be bored with the sex life and they're looking for that sparks. They looking for that spark. Like, and I just was telling my aunties this the other day, without, I didn't say it in these words, but it's the same thing. Like, you gotta be your man's woman, and you also gotta be your man's hoe. Y'all can take that how you want to take it, but you can't. And especially if you had a player out here, and he done turned in his player's card to be with you, and you just want to do missionary all the time. No. All right. So the other card was in the near future. So in the near future, this conversation needs to be had. Near future. So like that means ASAP. Okay. All right. So new deck alert. Well, it's not a new deck, but it's new to y'all. Archetype deck. It tells different personality traits and everything of people's light and dark attributes of people. And I'm using this card for every sign for this month. I lost my train of thought. I'm using this deck for every sign for this month for guidance and messages and advice on what character traits they need to possess or exhibit to be able to fight their spiritual battles for the month of April. So y'all gonna have to tell me if I'm pronouncing this word right. I've never seen this word in my life. Dilettante. Is that how you pronounce that? Dilettante. The light attributes: delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Okay? So, however that resonates for y'all, please receive it and tap into that, you know. There's a free spirit here that needs to get into some type of something. And I'm not, the arts could be anything. So somebody here who's a free spirit is feeling kind of bored. This is for the free spirit, but this is also for that player person, you know, for the free spirit. Tap into your energy and go for it, you know, but just don't become superficial in your pursuits. And then for that player, you know,